Hey everyone, today we're going to do a little experiment. Now you know that I love the white seats on my Tesla, and for a lot of you that also have white seats on your Tesla or you're considering it, one of the common things that we get questions about all the time is how do you keep them clean? Well, as you know, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that keeping the seats clean is relatively easy. However, they do suffer from a little ailment, and that's called blue gene transfer. So if you're in the habit of wearing dark jeans, you know, about 6 months to a year later, you're going to have to do a deep cleaning on these seats in order to get rid of the blue gene transfer. Now, some people have had very good success in getting rid of it, other ones not so much. Now, today, I've got some new products that I'm going to try out, courtesy of a friend of mine, a fellow YouTuber, Marc Benton. I'll put a link down on the video description if you want to subscribe to his YouTube channel, where he had a professional detailer come by with some new products and literally got rid of some of that blue gene transfer that he has on his leased Model X. So we're going to try out these new products. So Marc's detailer recommended these two products. First of all is a citrus-based degreaser by 3D Products. So I bought one of those bottles. And another one here called leather, vinyl, and plastic cleaner. This product here has to be diluted. So I've got some bottles here and I'll dilute that. The mixture ratio apparently is 4:1. So 1 part of LVP and 4 parts distilled water. So we will use both of these products to first degrease the seats and try to get rid of as much of the blue gene transfer as possible. We'll clean it up with this product. And then last but not least is to use isopropyl alcohol. Now they recommend 70%. I have 99%. This is a high test stuff. You can get this stuff at Walmart. Now when it comes to my cleaning products, I always use distilled water. I'll buy like a big 5-gallon thing here, and then I'll distribute it into smaller buckets so that it's easier to deal with. Because distilled water, of course, doesn't have any minerals. So I use this when I mix my ONR, or the Optimum No Rinse, when I want to do a waterless wash. But I'm also going to use this here today to dilute the LVP product. With distilled water, a 4:1 mixture ratio. The caps on the top. Prime it a bit. And we're ready to rock and roll. There you go. So that's 4:1 of the LVP product. And then we have a cheap nylon bristle brush, which we will use to massage the fabric to really break up, you know, the dirt and grime. So let's go out to the car and we'll test this out. Before we begin, let me show you the seats before. It's been a little while since I've done a real deep cleaning, but you can see here in this area is the worst problematic area that I have. I'm not in the habit of wearing really dark jeans. I tend to wear, like, you know, nylon slacks, whatever. It's just my preference. But you'll notice here that right here in the creases, you'll see that it's a little dirtier, especially on here on the inside as well. The other problem area are on the inside of the bolsters here and in here. This is relatively clean, but I'm seeing some darkness in here. It might be on account of my black wool pea coat that I wear in the winter time. Seems to be the worst of it. This area here is not so bad. You can see here the leather stitching, or not the leather, but the actual stitching is getting a little bit on the dark side here. Other areas you can see here that don't get any rubbing is perfectly white still. So we're going to use the cloth and the cleaning products to try and get rid of most of the stuff on there. I have some brand new unused microfiber cloths. I'm going to use this one here for I think the alcohol at the very end, and then we will use these to clean up the seats. I also have a bucket of warm water. Of course, it's just above freezing today, but hey, I don't want my hands getting any colder than they need to be. So we're going to use the citrus degreaser to very liberally coat these seats. Oh, I have it on spray. I need it to be something else here. Maybe a little less. There, that's a little better. I'm just going to spray this stuff pretty liberally. Wow, I'm making a mess. Look at that. All right. We're going to let that soak in for a few minutes. And, yeah, pretty messy. I'm going to let that soak in for a few minutes and then wipe it down. If you can see, the degreaser has been soaking for about 5 minutes. I sprayed it again and I gave it another quick rub down. And you can see here that it's definitely picking up some dirt. Definitely dirty. This is the worst part of it again. So we're going to now take one of the microfiber cloths here, soaked in water, And we're going to take all of this product off. So my microfiber cloth has been soaked in the water and wrung out so that it's not really wet, it's just damp. I'm just going to take it here and wipe down and take off all the degreaser. Alright, quick visual inspection tells me that I'm still seeing some dirt in these bolster areas. I'm going to shoot it again with the degreaser and we'll let it soak a little longer. So the degreaser has been soaking now for another 5 minutes. I also hit the armrest. That's another common area that gets a lot of dirt, of course. And now we're just going to take our clean microfiber cloth that's been rinsed again, and we're just going to wipe the product down. Definitely seeing some improvement, that's for sure. We'll know better once we get the actual cleaner off. But so far it seems to be improved. So we'll take the 4-to-1 leather, vinyl, and plastic cleaner and spray that on the seats liberally. We'll let that soak. Maybe we'll take the brush to it one more time and see how this does. You can't see it on camera, but down in here where the stuff is pooling, it's definitely dirty. So I'm going to take the brush now and give another once over. I just want to reiterate one more time that this is a deep cleaning. I don't normally go to this length when I normally clean my seats when I clean the car. I usually use Spray 9 or Simple Green on the seats, and that's just enough usually to get rid of the dirt and grime on a daily basis. But you know, it's been at least 6 months, I would say, since I've done a real deep cleaning on these seats. Now I know some of you might be thinking, this is a lot of work, and I'll be honest with you, it takes some elbow grease, but it doesn't deter the fact that I really like these seats. I always say buying black is not an excuse to not clean your seats. Can you imagine how dirty black seats are if you never actually do any cleaning? The nice part about these white seats is you know when they get dirty. Yeah, this is definitely working. I can see that it's picking up some extra dirt. So we're going to use a fresh microfiber cloth. I'll rinse it first and then we'll take the cleaning product off. So on cursory examination, after using the LVP cleaner, it's definitely cleaner. I'm still seeing some dark shadows in this area here where there is, some dark jean or whatever transfer. And here in the bolsters, it's still a little bit dark. So it's not perfect. Maybe there's a step that I'm missing, whatever. I'm going to hit it again with the LVP cleaner and I'll give it another wash down. Alright, after that last scrub, I can still see some dirt coming up. So the cleaner is still doing its job, but it's definitely improving. So after doing a lot of scrub down on this thing, both with the degreaser twice and the LVP twice, definitely seeing an improvement. The last part now is actually to use isopropyl alcohol to do a final cleaning, and this should hopefully take the last little bit that I'm still seeing on the seats. Just as a reminder, this is 99%. They usually recommend 70. It's almost pure alcohol. You can get this at Walmart again. All the links for all these products will be in the description if you're interested in doing the same thing. Alright, I got a brand new microfiber cloth. This is totally clean, never used before. Let's try a little bit of this. Definitely alcohol. It smells like the doctor's office. So let's try. So now we've done that, let's see if there's anything on the cloth. Well, I must have done a really good cleaning job because I'm not seeing anything on the cloth as far as the alcohol is concerned. It's really tough to get the stitching really clean, other than maybe using some diluted OxyClean, maybe some bleach or something like that. I might try that a little bit later. I don't want to rub them too much because last thing I want to do, of course, is to compromise the stitching. Well, hopefully you can see here some of the differences. That's physical wear, by the way, that's not dirt. It is definitely improved, especially here in the bolster areas, along the back and in here. It's definitely cleaner than what it was before. Just for comparison, this is the uncleaned passenger side seat. You can see here that there's basically no transfer there. There's some dirt here in the stitching. That's kind of normal for that area, but the rest of it is in excellent shape. Well, now that we're back from doing that deep cleaning, I want to share some closing thoughts with you on the products and the process. First things first, I think the products work. And in my case, I don't have that much blue gene transfer, but I do believe the products work as advertised. It is important with the white seats that you clean them on a regular basis. If you just let them go, I mean, blue gene transfer is a natural dye, and I do believe that if you don't keep on top of them, there will come a point where you may not be able to get it out at all. Now, some people on the internet have claimed a variety of different products, including things like baby wipes, I think, that are sold at Walgreens that have about a 70% content of alcohol, do help. And I think that would really work well if you do, regular cleanings with those baby wipes. However, I don't think it's a substitute for a proper deep cleaning done every, few months to really try and get most of the dirt and grime out. Again, I'm a firm believer that black seats are not an excuse to never clean your interior, but if you do have the white ones, they're really great. They are super soft, they're very comfortable. Yeah, I think from doing regular cleanings of the car since I've owned it for over a year now, and actually doing a deep cleaning like this, I definitely noticed a difference. There is not as much transfer on there. I would say that most people, if you were to look at the seats right now, they look brand new. They're certainly a lot brighter after all this cleaning that I've done than when I first started, so I do highly recommend these products. Again, your results may vary compared to mine, but I don't think it's an excuse not to buy the white seat. So if that's of interest to you, certainly do recommend them, but again, you do have to keep on top of them. Can't think of anything else right now, so I'll just leave it like that, and thanks for watching the video, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.